Today we have a tragic Greek love triangle. Sometimes it's told as not a love triangle, but I think that the love triangle version is just a little bit juicier, so it's what I'm going with. Hi, I'm Kristy. Welcome to Weird and Witchy Shit, a place for, well, weird and witchy shit. Here we talk about everything from the magic of yoga, rituals, tarot, crystals, astrology, self-love, mental health, spiritual stuff, spooky things, and anything of the mystical variety. So if that sounds like the kind of shit you're into, then you're in the right place, my friend. Welcome to the coven. The god Apollo, who is the god of many things such as music, poetry, truth, art, prophecy, archery, and healing, so a very talented god, was very much in love with a mortal man by the name of Hyacinthus. Hyacinthus is said to have been so beautiful, and aren't they all in these stories? He was the son of perhaps the muse Cleo and a king or a king and queen. The details are a little bit foggy, but it's actually not all that relevant to the story anyway. Anyway, luck would have it for Apollo that Hyacinthus I have tried to say this fucking name like 20 times. Luck would have it for Apollo that the guy that he liked also liked him as well. So they were very happy together, which is never a good sign in Greek mythology. The only problem that their relationship seemed to have was that another god had their eye on Hyacinthus. That god was Zephyr, the west wind. But Hyacinthus rejected his advances in favour of Apollo, which left a bitter taste in Zephyr's mouth. Does the wind have a mouth? One day Apollo and Hyacinthus were out throwing a discus. Apollo was showing off all his godly strength to his boyfriend, throwing it so hard that it would even go up into the sky and divide the clouds. But little did they know, Zephyr was watching them, and overcome with rage, Zephyr created a strong wind as the discus was on its way back to earth, and it struck Hyacinthus on the head, killing him instantly. Apollo, of course, with healing being one of his many talents, tried his best to save his lover, but ultimately failed. So he was heartbroken and filled with guilt because it was the discus that he flung that had killed him, not realising that the west wind had played a part in his death. Apollo refused to allow Hades to take the soul of Hyacinthus away, as he wanted to always have him near. So this is where his blood on the ground mixed with Apollo's heartbreak and grief turned the blood droplets into a flower, and that would be the flower known as the hyacinth. So that whenever they bloomed, Apollo could feel like his lover was near and he could remember the man that he loved so much. Although actually I did read that it probably isn't the flower that we call the hyacinth, but more likely what we'd call an iris or a larkspur, but I wasn't there, so I can't confirm or deny. The other version of this story is pretty similar, but Zephyr just isn't included in it, and Apollo just accidentally hits Hyacinthus on the head and kills him. This one just seemed like more tea. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Check out my other Greek mythology videos or podcasts, and I will see you again. Bye. If you'd like to continue the conversation, you can get me on Instagram at kristys_coven. That's KRISTYS_coven. You can also find me on YouTube at Kristy's Coven, where I post a lot of free yoga classes and shit like that. And I'd love to have you join, because it's not a coven if it's just me. And until next time, bye!